doubling. I said don't double in the thing, and my my audio is doubling. Good morning, happy Friday, everyone. Hope you guys are having a good start to your morning. We are actually live this morning on YouTube. I'm taking the Chord Academy today to YouTube, and so just want to say welcome to all of our iMusicAcademy from YouTube, and also our Chord Academy this morning. This is what we do every Tuesday and Friday. We talk about chords, jazz chords, blues chords, and we give everything context as always. So good morning to you. I will say this for anyone who is watching from YouTube. I'm looking for somebody to that watches this today and finds this helpful. Maybe you want to show your support. There is now a new way you can donate, and that is of course, I love it when you guys give me super chats. Those are cool, and you can do them right there. But also, you can do the Streamlabs thing. That inside the description is a way you can support me. And any amount is appreciated. And also, I want to send you guys one of my PDFs for the new course that's coming out. So I'll send you guys block one. Any donation that comes in, I'll give you a couple of fun little things. As a matter of fact, anybody who does a donation today, I'll give you a PDF of this lesson today. I had this idea for this morning of doing a really, like this is going to be a crazy masterclass in piano voicings. And so if you find it helpful and you're not a member of Chord Academy or our All Access group, if you want to leave a donation, I would certainly appreciate it. I've been investing a lot monetarily from myself to really ramp up iMusicAcademy even more. What's up, T-Man? Good to see you, Dad. First on. Okay, guys, so this is guaranteed to be a crazy masterclass in voicings. And so what we're going to do today is we're going to push it a little bit and get out of the key of C, but we're going to visit something that we've been talking about even on yesterday's lesson, is the idea of you don't have to double your voicings to sound really good, sound pro. In fact, the course that's coming out this weekend is going to be, there's only one chord that has 6 notes in it. The rest of them have 5 notes or less in the chords. And there are no doubles that happen in this course that's coming out. What I love about voicings is you can play really beautiful voicings with just a few notes, and that's one of the tricks and one of the secrets to great voicing is how nice each note has its place, and you don't have to do a lot more than that. So something we did yesterday is a part of this loop we do, this is loop 1, block 1, right? Let me play that again. Hey, Rick, good to see you. Hey, Rick is I have a nickname for you, Rick. I'm going to let everybody else come in for a little bit and get everybody in here, and then I'm going to tell you your nickname. I thought about this morning. I'm like, you know what? I talk about Rick a lot and all of his gifts and everything and how awesome he is, but I don't have a nickname for him. I was thinking about that on the other stream, and then I thought on the way home, it came to me. Hey, good to see you, Vicky. All right, we welcome our YouTube channel again. I know people are just now getting on, but I'm telling you guys, this is live from the Chord Academy, but I wanted to go live on YouTube because it's so much fun doing what we do every Tuesday and Friday in our All Access group. You guys, everybody who's in the chat already is a member of iMusicAcademy. And for our YouTube channel, I love what's happening at the YouTube channel. And so there are ways to donate if you want to. If you find this helpful and you want to support the stream, you have options. You can join the YouTube channel, and there are various tiers, but you can also click the link down in the description, and it's a Streamlabs link. That means you can do PayPal, you could give me $1, you can give me $10, you can give me $100, $1,000, whatever works for you, but it does help support the channel, and I have been investing a lot monetarily, again, in getting this going. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about these voicings. This is a 35-minute lesson. You're going to want to stay to the end, and anybody who donates to this cause, I call YouTube or iMusicAcademy, I'm going to give you this PDF, and I'm going to do something really cool. I'm going to write out this PDF after the lesson, but here we go. We're going to dig right into these voicings. So Rick and I were talking about from block 1, from the new course, you have these voicings, and this is G13. So from a G major scale, which is G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, you have root, flat 7, 3, 13, and 9. Okay, everybody, if you understand that, put got it. And while we had our lesson yesterday, I was showing Rick that you can take your thumb and move it up, and now you have a beautiful G major 6-9 voicing. A 3-6-9. So that's 3 of G major, that's the 6 and the 9. Isn't that even an amazing voicing? So if I'm playing a bluesy kind of sound, or I'm playing a jazz voicing that requires 2-5, so my 5 is dominant, that's a great thing to do. And we talked yesterday how about I want you guys to sit on these voicings. There's a little bit of popping going on from, I kept my computer on all night last night, so it's getting a little overloaded when I play some really nice rich voicings. But you hear it, you go 2, 5, 3, 6. And when I get to that 5 chord, I'm playing a G13. And I have the root, flat 7 of G, the 3, the 13, and the 9. And that sounds great. And I love for you guys to practice that in half steps and whole steps as well. Or I love that sound as well. All right, so a couple of things that you need to know about that is, in order to play this in half steps and whole steps and going up and down, there are a couple of things you need to know. We talked about this idea of the fourth voicing. This is going to come up so much in our playing. In every key, I want this spacing B, E, A. And what I mentioned yesterday is as we go up and down, this shape stays the same, right? My hand stays in the same position as I go through these. So we have this. So that's sitting on a voicing. You're just getting used to it and getting used to playing it in all keys. But the formula is always the same. Root, flat 7, 3, 13, 9. Okay, we have enough people, enough of our members in here to get the Rick's nickname. Rick, are you scared to get your nickname for iMusicAcademy? And while we're waiting for Rick to answer that, I'm going to play the G major 3-6-9, and we're going to talk about the plan for this morning. Is we're going to do 1-6-2-5 in the key of G in a major setting. So instead of the G13, we're going to raise that with our thumb, and we have G 3-6-9. So a G major 9 with a 3-6-9 voicing. And listen how pretty that is. So one of the things that we're talking about today that will always apply to our voicings is, for the most part, we don't want to have to repeat and double our notes. It is okay, and I do it all the time. I double notes in voicings all the time. I could play big, nice, full voicings that have all these things. He's a bit nervous, but he trusts me. All right. So we're not going to repeat notes. This is our voicing for today for G major, and that's 1, major 7, 3, 6, 9. All right, now, the 6th chord, here's what we're going to do, and get ready for your mind to be blown. That's our 6, that's our E. Listen how open and beautiful that sounds. Now, in order to play this voicing, we have 1 to 6. Okay? And what's happening here is, from an E major scale, E has 4 sharps, F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, and D sharp. And I go 3 of E, flat 7, and I go sharp 9, sharp 5, and our root. You're going to, on all of these, a lot of these open voicings that sound so beautiful, you're going to hear sharp 9, sharp 5. That's a great sound, right? And I know Rick likes that. And what's fun about that particular voicing is, instead of 1, 6, I could go B flat. Now, why can I use B flat over that same chord? Because it's the tritone, and it substitutes for that E there. It's a sharp 4 away, so E up to B flat or A sharp is the tritone away. Yeah, isn't that so nice? All right, so let's talk about Rick's nickname. So Rick is very wise, and here's your name. It's Gandalf. Rick is the Gandalf of iMusicAcademy. Now, if you know about Lord of the Rings, the movie Lord of the Rings, the series Lord of the Rings, then you'll know how awesome Gandalf is. Now, here's the thing on Gandalf. Gandalf is wise, powerful, and compassionate. He's a mentor and a guide, always encouraging to others and to be brave and to do what's right. He's also known for his deep knowledge, sense of humor, and a knack for inspiring hope. If your student is calm, encouraging, which you are, you have an encouraging presence, a knack for helping others. Wow. What do you think, Rick? The Gandalf of iMusicAcademy. I love it. That's you, Rick. That's you in a nutshell. Okay, now, don't know of Lord of the Rings. Thank you. Yes. Hey, you're the Gandalf of iMusicAcademy. And I got that while I was driving down the road. I'm like, yeah, I'm looking forward to this lesson. And I thought, man, Rick he's the wise one. He's the compassionate one. And I looked it up, and there you go. All right, so the Gandalf of iMusicAcademy. So Rick, yesterday we were talking about that G major 369, and I'm going to that E. Listen to that. Oh, you're welcome, Rick. All right, so then we're at the E7. Now, just like we sit on those voicings, I do the same thing with these kind of voicings. Listen to that. It's almost like falling down a set of stairs. All right, let's not say falling down a stairs. Let's floating down. All right, now, we're not even done with the meat of what we're going to do today. I mean, you're going to absolutely love. This is a master class on voicings. You're going to love this. I want everybody to soak this in. G major 7 is basically a G major 9 with the 369. But watch this. Here's the third voicing, and I have a couple different voicings we're going to do of this. Now watch what happens here. After I did this, I did a nice little voice-leading melody coming down, and then I did this. Now what in the world is that? That's a beautiful A minor 9. We have root, flat 7, flat 3, 5, and 9. Awesome. Yeah, Rick. So Rick is very familiar with the Lord of the Rings books. Awesome. Again, let's do this. G major 9, E7, sharp 9, sharp 5. Now watch what happens here. I'm just going to sit here and let this soak in. So you don't have to have a big hand to play that. You don't have to play the tenths. Just play the root and the third. Flat 7, flat 9, and your 13. How pretty is that? Let's put those together. Uh-oh. I thought my keyboard went out. We're good. Again. And what I'm doing here is 1, 6 of G major, 2, and 5. And then in the meantime, I can do, there was some kind of little glitch or something happening on my computer, but I think we're still good. Are you guys still with me? let me double check to make sure. My computer kind of did something weird, and I want to make sure we're still live. And thank you for liking. Okay, still with me. Okay, thanks for liking this video. We've been doing pretty good with you guys checking in by liking the videos. So even if it's on the replay or right now, make sure you go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Okay, now everybody good on this? So we're doing 1, 6, and 2, and 5. And listen to how easy it is to go from A minor 9 to D13. One note change in the right hand. And what I like to do, and this whole course is about, is voice leading and making your melodies connect. I'm always thinking about melodies and where they go. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-da-dum, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, that's listen to that. That's my flat 9, my sharp 11, and my 13. Okay, now what I would do with this is put it on loop, just kind of like what we're doing now. I want you to feel this chord, understand this chord, get to where you soak it in as 1, major 7, 3, 13, and 9, or 3, 6, 9. And when I go up here, remember that you could go, listen to that. Remember, because it's a tritone away, E up to B flat. Let me put this in C. If I say, what's the tritone? It's the sharp 4 away from whatever note you're on. So C, D, E, F, 4 notes away, and you sharp it. That's exactly what we're doing if I go from E, so 1 to 6. 6 chord, if I go 4 notes away and sharp it, it's B flat. So listen to the difference. Or this. All right, now, are you guys ready for the next alteration you can do with this? I love this idea of, I can go here for the 6 chord, and here the 2 chord, and then watch this. I could go here, and here I could go. And what is that? What chord is that? Now I technically am repeating right there of, now I'm not repeating. If you do root and flat 7, so I could go. And we could go. Oh, yes. All right, so Rick, on this one right here, this is what's so neat. So the first D we did flat 9 and the 13, right? And that sounded great. But then up here, I could go A minor 9, but I want everybody to watch what happens here. I can go dominant here if I want. Right? That's our A9 as opposed to A minor 9. And I like that sound as well. And right here, I'm going to jump up and do that right there. That's our root, our flat 7. There's our 3rd right there. There's our 13, and there's our flat 9. But I could go flat 5. Listen to that. Now, I'm going to make an exception here. But I need your thoughts on this. I said we're not repeating or not doubling. Sometimes you want to double because of the sound you're trying to get. In this case, this third sounds really rich. I love it. So now, see, so this is Rick is letting his wise words come. He's thinking about this one. We're stretching this idea of this chord. Let me do it again. Or this. That sounds good. And that time I did third. Which one do you like? Yeah, stretching the harmony. I kind of like that. That's a good title. Let's see. Do you like 1 or 2? 1, 2 has the B flat or A sharp. Ooh. Listen to that. Wasn't that a nice little walk down we did? We can go major. We go dominant after that. We go. Wait. Rick, so you like the B flat, huh? And isn't that nice the way I went up and down? That's so nice. So a couple of really important things is that when I did this nice G major, remember that it's just one note away to go dominant. So I keep this same shape and I'm going to go down in half steps, but now I switch back to dominant instead of major 7. I'm G, major 7, and I go dominant, F sharp, dominant, F sharp, dominant, F sharp, and then, or this. Either one. Or this. How about this? So we can think of A flat. I like that. did earlier is this. Rick says he's liking the dissonance. All right, Rick, you're coming around. All right, is everybody enjoying this? Make sure you're liking this video. I'm telling you guys, I'm going to do a recap on everything because we have about 5 minutes left. And again, this is an open lesson. There are so many fun ways to get connected to iMusicAcademy. This is normally a private stream on Tuesdays and Fridays for our Chord Academy. We have our All Access Academy, which where everybody gets everything, and that's also fun. We also have a YouTube channel, so you can join the YouTube channel now. We have some members who, Vicky's a member of that. Well, Vicky's a member of both, but it's a way to support the channel. It gets a lot of free trainings and things like that. So the new YouTube community is really awesome as well. Anybody who donates through Streamlabs in the description below, I'm going to send out this PDF that I'm going to make for you guys. This is we're going to do a 1, 6, 2, 5 with all the different voicings and options. And so anybody who donates is going to get that. And I'll be working on this voicing, this PDF. A couple other things is that we have the new course that's coming out that deals with these loops, 2, 5. We have a descending bass line or descending voice leading exercise, but it's a whole etude that we do on chords in 4 different positions, and then it's built on 4 different blocks. You're looking at block 1, and anybody again who donates even any amount that you find, I'll send you block 1, and I'll send you the PDF from this morning that I still have to make the PDF from this morning, but the block 1 I can send that right away. But anyway, I love all the super chats whenever you guys do those, but also this idea of clicking in the description. That's kind of new that I set all that up. So you can do PayPal, you can do whatever you feel that you'd like to contribute to the channel. I am investing a lot of money to help us really grow. So here we go. Let's do a recap of what we're doing. So the whole lesson today was about this. You have root, octave, right? How do you get to the major 7? Down a half step. How to find the flat 7? A whole step. In our right hand, we're doing a 4th voicing. B up to E up to A. And we have this G major 3, 6, 9 voicing, right? When you have a nice G major 7. And we said we had this already, right? This is a part of our loop 1. And this is a G13 voicing, and I want you guys to get used to this interval of the fourths in your right hand, because this is a great exercise, right? So you have this G13, and you can put a little bounce with it. You can practice it in a blues context. But you can also use it if you're transitioning down to the sixth chord. So we have G major, and I can go dominant, I can go here, and then I go to my A minor 9. So it functions in so many different creative ways. And I want you to sit on a voicing. Like I do these kinds of things all the time where I'm going up and down the piano, and I practice just that. It's just taking this one shape and going up and down the keyboard. The next thing we're going to do is go to our sixth chord, right? How open and awesome is this? That's an E7 with the sharp 9, the sharp 5. And really, it's an E with a C triad. It's like the third, the flat 7 of E, and you have a C triad in your right hand. So I can do all kinds of fun things with that, right? It's still just C triad. And then we have our A minor 9, right? And none of these voicings repeat. That's part of the lesson for today, and even in the new course that's coming out this weekend, is the fact that the notes don't repeat. You don't have to repeat a bunch of notes, and you're going to be awesome. Okay, so hey, everybody say hey to Vance. Vance is a member of our YouTube channel. Good to see you. Vance is the poet who lets you know it, and the wordsmith of the group, along with Gandalf. Rick is the Gandalf of iMusicAcademy. I love that. Everybody say hey to Vance. But I want everybody to know something. As we're doing this A minor 9, how beautiful and amazing is that, right? And it's so simple, 5 notes. This course is coming out. This is the only voicing in the whole course that has 6 notes, and it's D minor triad with C major. But today we're talking about this G major loop, and we're doing G major 3-6-9 to our E sharp 9 sharp 5 to A minor 9, and then we're going to come, all you have to do is to go from the 2 to the 5 is watch what happens there. This goes down a half step, down, and then I end. Again, let's do this simple loop, and then we'll keep adding to it. Even that, listen to how, like for me, I like to always, whenever I can slide a black note to the white note, I love that. And up here, I can go here, right, to get that flat 9 with the 13. I could go up and down by half steps, and I like for you guys to practice that. That's such a great shape to practice. Now watch what happens now. Instead of doing that, we're going to do this. We're going to go. Why can I use that? Because this is sharp 4 away from E, and that gives me the B flat. So now I'm thinking in a dominant context, and so from B flat, that's the flat 7, that's the 3, that's the 13, that's the 9, that's the sharp 11. How cool is that right there? I could go that, I could do this with the E, and then I could go here, or I could go, I could go, and then I have that. The other thing we said we can do is let's go up here and play a D7 this way. We have the 3, the 13, and the flat 9 up there. But we also said you could use, if we don't do any repeats, you have that. So you don't have the 3rd here. But it still makes the chord with the 3rd. But sometimes I said it's okay to double at times. Sometimes I just want, if I want that sound of the 3rd on the bottom part of the chord, I might double that. But you don't have to. And also you can do this. I want to know what what Vance likes better. Do you like the natural 13 or the sharp flat 13 or sharp 5? So we have this. Or this will be 1, the natural. This will be 2. This will be the other one. Like the flat. That's what Rick said. Now listen to this right here. Watch this. Right here. My Romance. So even that, I was here and I was sharp 5 with a sharp 9, but then I wanted to hear the flat 9 for voice leading sake, right? And here we go. And even that I did. Oh, that's funny. Don't be trying to demonetize me. Actually, we're not monetizing this. Yeah. So sometimes I want... Now you can go dominant. Man, what a fun lesson this morning. Crazy. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, this is these voicings, everyone. I'm here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to finish the course today. And then I'm going to write out for anybody, again, who donates to the stream, just follow the description. I'm going to send you guys this. We're going to go G7 or G major. We're going to go here. We're going to go here. We're going to do this one. Dominant. And we'll do these. So you have. I love that. Both of them. And then you can go dominant here. It sounds like a grand piano today, so the sound is better. I have to agree with you. I think it sounds better. Yeah, the bassy notes. I don't always go down there and play those bassy notes. Have you had a fun lesson today? I think we're unlocking some crazy keys for you guys. These open voicings, getting used to them, playing them in different keys, and it's really just triads. You know, Gandalf. That E chord right there. Get that C triad going. You can do it so many different ways. When we're playing our loop, we go. Triads, right? All right. Yeah, Vance, it was nice to see you join our group. You're a little late today, but I know you have life and everything. But we're so glad that you were able to come on. Let me give my shout outs, and I'll ask you guys to give your shout outs as well. Where are they coming from? What's up? Oh my gosh. So we went live on YouTube, Doug, but I did not send out our email this morning. Wow. That is so weird. I didn't even notice that. Well, we are live on YouTube, so everybody will get to see that. Yeah, everybody say hey to Doug. Man, I'm going to be in trouble with Hugh and all of our regulars who are counting on the email. That's okay. We're doing. I'll be doing some additional things today. Doug would have really enjoyed this lesson, wouldn't he? Since he's playing all this stuff on guitar, he's also doing it on. You haven't been demonetized. Yeah, Doug, you're gonna want to go back and watch this one. We've had I just assume we have a lot of engagement, a lot of people watching the stream this morning. I guess a lot of it's our YouTube channel, but I did not send this out to our members or Chord Academy this morning, so. All right, here's what I'm looking for. While you guys are saying goodbye, yeah, let me give everybody watching a recap. You're going to want to go back and watch this video. It's full of so many different things, but the main thing I want you to know, and this is the lesson is done, this is just extra stuff, is that if you want to be a part of what we're doing, you have options. You can be a part of Chord Academy, where we do these jazz things Tuesdays and Thursdays. You can be a part of our All Access group, which does 4 days a week, and you don't have to come to all 4 lessons. It's these private lessons we do Monday, Thursday for All Access, and then All Access means you can also come to Chord Academy Tuesday and Friday. Tuesdays and Fridays are Chord Academy. And then you can also join our YouTube channel, which I give lots of content, tons of content even there. And so we have 7 people that are members of the YouTube channel now. Vance is one of those. Doug is one of those. You get the fancy little star there that says you're a member of that. So that's really cool. And I enjoy us growing our YouTube channel as well. So if you're interested in any of those, that's awesome. We do have a course that's coming out this weekend. And as a member, of course, of like All Access, you don't pay for courses, you just get them. And so you're basically investing 1 lesson a month with me, and you get anything you want. Hey, that's funny. That's funny. All right, so yeah, Rick's got to go work out. Rick is the Gandalf of iMusicAcademy, so everybody remember that from now on. I'm telling you. Hey, Doug, you need to go back and watch this, but Rick is the wise one. He is powerful. He's compassionate. He's a mentor and a guide, always encouraging others to be brave and do what is right. He's also known for his deep knowledge, sense of humor, and a knack for inspiring hope. Doug, you're just the speed police. That's bad. That's bad. No, Doug, you're not just the speed police. I'm having fun with that. But it's hard to go from the speed police to Gandalf. Man, I feel bad that I didn't send this out to our members this morning. All right, the other thing is I want to say this for our non-members and anybody interested. You can donate to the channel now through my Streamlabs link in the description. I never want to be somebody that just says, hey, donate or sell or try to sell things and all that. I'm not that kind of person. But they say that people will never know they can donate unless you tell them they can donate. So there's a link in the description. It goes to Streamlabs and it goes to PayPal. And if you want to support the stream, you can do that. I am constantly putting out money into iMusicAcademy. I think most of you probably know that. There are tons of expenses that go along with it. I had one to go out yesterday. Our Zoom channel. It's like $160, and it just comes out. So there are lots of things that I'm making sure I reinvest into iMusicAcademy. Doug is the speed police. I think he kind of likes that. He likes to boss me around and tell me to slow down and stuff like that. All right, so let me give my shout outs. Man, Doug, we missed you on the stream this morning, and we missed Hugh. Like, Hugh is always on, and I didn't send out the email. But it's a good reminder for you guys to put on your notifications. That's another thing. All right, Dad, good to see you. All right, so a shout out to my dad, T-Man. So then you have Gandalf, also known as Rick. So Rick is the wise one. You have Vicky, who is the admin to iMusicAcademy, all things iMusicAcademy. And then we have, let's see, Vance showed up. Good to see you, Vance, the poet who let you know it. We have, and then to wind up, we have Doug, who's the speed police of iMusicAcademy. And Dad, who is, not only is he T-Man, he's the original James Taylor, according to him. All right, guys, have a good one. I love that chord. Queen Vic. That's right, Queen Vic. Yeah, thanks for that, Vance.